Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video on the Range Rover Classic LSE. Chris is running around here moving everything out of the way. He's been building a carport here, so we're just getting all that moved out of the way at the moment. Then we're going to get this car back on the wheels. We've got the door open, we're going to drag it outside, get it turned around, have a nice sweep up in here, nice clean up, move the ramp around, get it all lovely and clean again. Reverse it in backwards so that we can start the welding on the driver's side of it. We have got a bit of room down here. We could get down here, but there's no way you could record it. There's not really anywhere to put the camera, and all you'd pretty much see is the back of us because there's really nowhere to put it. So that is the plan. We're going to get it turned around and continue the welding and get this side all nipped up. We just tried to push it and it is obviously quite heavy. It's like a dead weight, especially where it's really low down on the floor as well. It is quite hard to push, so Chris has just gone to get the big guns. Well, maybe not so big, the small guns, but it is fantastic and we're going to pull it out with the little micro digger. Get that round the back, and it's actually really going to help us out because we can use it to manoeuvre it around in the yard, get it turned around in order to get it back in. We can probably hook that on the back of it and actually pull it back in the workshop as well if we need to. As you would have seen there, that was quite time consuming and we had a good clean up. Cleaned all the runners out on the doors and sucked all that up the Hoover, and Chris went round and blew everything off, including the car outside. Obviously it was quite fast because it was time lapse, but you would have seen how much dust and debris there was on it. So I've just cut in now really, just to refresh everybody's memory because it has been quite a while. So if you do remember, this quarter panel behind it, it's very nice. It's got very minimal surface rust on it there, which we'll be treating with the dinner troll. The rear wheel arch I removed, but we didn't have any, God, it's gone completely out of my mind. Little finger grinder to get in there. We'd run out of belts, little belt sander. So I need to get in there in a minute and get all that cleaned up. And then, as you can see, all this is ready to go. Chris is gonna fit the new rear wheel arch, which we've got there. Obviously we've got holes in the seal this side, the same as the other side. So we're gonna be replacing that part of the seal. Behind here as well, as you can see, it has all rotted out. But we do have in here, under there, as you can see, the repair panel. So that'll be getting fitted as well. And then we'll be moving along and welding up all of the replacement panels that Chris made up for this side. After we've done that, the welding work on the car is actually finished. So this was just really a refresher of what we're doing. Now we've turned it round, we're going to get the jack back under it, get the axle stand under it, get that wheel off and get cracking with that welder and try and get this knocked out. I'd love to get this finished for this summer, but at first there was a bit of a rush. We wanted to get it to some car shows, meet some of you guys, but you know, other projects come up, and obviously what's happening in the world, all the car shows are cancelled, so it has been put a bit on the back burner. We also was waiting for welding wire and some welding masks you know, you get what I'm saying. We've got everything we need now, so we are going to crack on with it. Have been cracking on there. Obviously we've had the grinder going, all sorts of power tools, the cutter, the saw. It's just too much noise, so we can't physically record it. You just wouldn't hear anything. But you would have seen on that time lapse there that I was inside the floor drilling out those spot welds there. And what that was, do you remember there was a little patch here that had been repaired, and Chris has cut that seal out. Because it had the hole on the end, he started cutting it out to joggle the edge on this piece of metal. Let's just slide that under there. He's basically joggling, he's going to joggle the edge on this halfway down and actually weld it to that seal. And the bottom piece there, you drill all holes in this and then spot weld it to the inner seal, like along there. As you can see, that's got a bit of surface on it, but we have had a good bash around. Chris kept cutting that and he ended up chasing it all the way back to the point where the chassis mount here that actually welds to the inner seal, it's actually part of the inner seal. He undone it and it just fell off, and he said, Rob, I'm not going to weld this new piece to that rotten old seal. You can see in there it's solid. So Chris has actually, I drilled it out and he's removed that inner seal. We've just been online and it is going to take 2 or 3 days to come, but we've ordered a complete inner seal and it comes with these mounts. And while we was there, we've ordered new bushes for it as well. The other side was absolutely fine. So it seemed, this side, I would definitely say, is twice as bad as the other side. There was just, once he got going with a cutter, there was just nothing left of it. It just fell to pieces. So we're quite confident that we've cut away everything we need to there now. Obviously it only welds to this, and you can see that this is solid and it's double skin. So as soon as that inner seal turns up, we'll be able to cut the length we need, get it zipped up in there, and then we can go ahead and fit the new outside seal. Chris is going to make a little panel up to repair this because it had a little rust hole in it and someone had actually smacked it inwards and just riveted a little plate over the top of it. So we've done away with that. And obviously we will be treating all inside these seals with that Dinitrol so that this can't happen again. I've been round and cleaned up everything and got the wheel arch on there, just test fitting it so that we could get that up there and test fit that as well. But so far so good. This has got excited with that grinder again. Sorry? I don't think there's going to be anything left in this finish. No, we are over the worst of it. And all of that little rot hole, we'll cut that out now as well. We're going to make a plate up to go there and make a little plate up to go in this hole here. And then we'll just be waiting on that seal to finish the rest of it off. So a lot of work there, a lot of work indeed. But as you can see now, the wheel arch is fitted on. We've got some screws holding it. I've done all the drills, ready for the plug welds. The outside seal, Chris has joggled that edge, and that when that sits in there, it's completely flush, and that fits really nice. He's cut a little plate here that's going to be obviously welded into that hole, and it's going to seal that up. So we are literally, let's throw it on the floor and lose it. Literally, it is, as you can see, the inner seal. We've got nothing in there, so it is just a case of we are going to be waiting for that now. But although it is just that corner and it has taken us all day, it's literally 5 o'clock and we've been on this since first thing this morning. I think that goes a long way to show just how long stuff like this does take. We've literally done that corner and that piece there. We haven't even thought about getting onto the front yet. We know that that is all lined up and that is ready to go. So it should be quite straightforward. But where we wasn't expecting that inner seal to be rotten, we had to pretty much start again. And as you can see now, that new panel is in there. It's all got to be welded up. It is just held in with screws, but there's the old one there. And as you can see, it started creeping right up here. Underneath this, what you couldn't see. So Chris said, I ain't gonna take no chances. There's nothing out here. I'm gonna cut right round. I'm gonna go higher and then all the way down. So that's now cut out and everything is new. Don't forget, we know this is not gonna be concourse. We're doing a light restoration, but we do want it to be beautiful. We don't want there to be any little hidden surprises in the future for the new owner. We're going to treat it all really, really nicely, fill up all the seals, do all the underside of it, and have it so that it just lasts for many more years to come. That's the first time I've had the camera on me all day, and as you can see, it has been a very, very dirty day, and Chris got the worst of it, I'm afraid, because he was lying underneath it, cutting and grinding. We actually wanted to get this whole side welded up in this video, and there's a good possibility we're probably going to do it off camera now, but the video is already 10 minutes long, and every video I put out, I do say it, the jet ski video, the Fiat video, the camper video, all of them, every video, people always comment about this LSE, when is the next video? And we don't know if that seal's going to be here tomorrow, Friday, Monday next week, and it wouldn't be fair for us to hold back this video when I know so many of you really, really do want an update on it. So unfortunately, although we didn't get a lot done, we did get a lot done. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do give us a thumbs up. We sure do appreciate it, and it shows your appreciation. Like, subscribe, share the videos on all your social networking sites. We really do appreciate it. Check out the merchandise, the link is in the description. And if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram for some little sneak peeks throughout the day. Thank you all again, and we'll see you very soon in the next one.